Morning. I'm back at the site today. Gotta do a coollinks board. This unit right here. Knocking out on a communication alarm. I was here a few weeks ago to diagnose it, but I also had a communication alarm, but it also had a bad breaker in the main panel over here. This one right here was bad. They just came in and replaced this yesterday, 10/26/2020. So I didn't want to come back and replace my control board until this breaker was placed because I have to close my tickets. So if this breaker's not replaced and I put the control board in, I still don't have the unit working, I still can't close my ticket. So he just got that back in yesterday. We're back today to put a new control board in. This guy. Let me show you guys here. Missing some screws. Maybe I just put the heater breaker won't kill the power. It's actually the AC one. I found it the other day. That's how I found it the other day. It's just blank, it's dead. Got no power. No LEDs coming on. No communication coming out of it. So we at least have to start there. May have to finish diagnosing other things, but now it's just the board, so we're gonna go ahead and kill power. We'll go ahead and verify that power is off on all legs. AC voltage first. All right, that's power coming in. All right. That's funny, that was on AC. There you go. 54 volts. Gotta switch it on that. That's DC. The blower motors are DC. Everything else is AC, which really doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you have the condenser fan motor and compressor DC voltage too? But they don't. Just these blower motors in here. More like impeller motors, pancake style thing. They draw air in this way and then blow it upwards. Kind of gnarly. But. Right. So, it's going to be replacing this one right here. Take a picture. Pictures. Pictures are everything. still hooked up. It also helps to cut most of these zip ties out of the way. That one. That one. Shit show, right? Just a shit show, right? So here's our new one. Got to figure out how to defer your pictures, so you just take it like there's a new control board in the package. That's how I know when I'm going back through my pictures, I switch to which one's the new part, which one's the old part. But sometimes it's hard to tell because I just go wire for wire on these things because whatever, it's just easiest. And no, if I pulled them all off, I'd just be tracing the schematic for a long time. So, either way, do what you want to do, call it what you want to call it. I always like to wear rubber gloves, especially when I'm changing control boards. I just feel like the oils on the back of your finger can cause some unnecessary damage at times or premature burnout. I'm just going to start up top on the relay. I'm going to reroute these wires to make it easier for myself as well. This is power coming in. There's my relay lockouts. My common and my normally open and my normally closed. It used to suck because all these wires, the common wire was gray, the normally closed wire was gray, and the normally open wire was gray. It was like, really guys, you can't change the color? But also at the same time, like, really, you can't just trace it? Whatever, they changed the colors now. As long as he wired it from the manufacturer correctly, you can usually just go by it. Which in some cases, we all know, manufacturers don't always get it perfect either. Because we're only human. And nobody's perfect. Alright. I'll get this shit show tied up later, okay? Don't worry about it. Let's get this out of here. For now, these wires just coming right in the way from downtown. Don't even belong here. All right. if you ever change one of these coollinks board, start from the top, it's easier. Like I was like, matter of fact, start from the way I exactly did it. Don't start right to left, start left to right. It's so much easier. And then do it like you're reading a book, left to right, down, left to right, down, left to right. So all your connections are back on. Sometimes you gotta feel a little bit of oomph on the other side. And we're onto the blower. Damp up. Common to the board. We're going to have our high, low pressure switches, high pressure switches, fan cycle switches, which in Southwest Florida, don't know why we need it. It's bypass. I leave it connected at the board and bypass it off the relay. It actually comes off the relay. So bypass it there and just let it do its thing. Or you can just undo it from here, it doesn't matter. Temperature sensors. Man, they used to not put insulated terminals on these things, and the installers wouldn't pay attention. They would have them touching on startup. Bye-bye. Get a new sensor. Just this guy right here. The sensor right here. Your outdoor temperature sensor, and it'll it's a really crappy location for it too. So now that the old board's unplugged, my regular shit with the phone, man. I don't know what I did with this bloody thing. Damn it. Uh-oh. Sounds like that little bracket was starting to spin. The little metal thing that's behind it. I'd say somebody put these in here with some aggression. The fucking control board, Jim and Eddie. I mean, we got some dusty spots built up on the back of it, as you can see. Don't really see anything burned on it though. Yep. Get that new one mounted in here in a second. You gotta get this old one put back away. I'm anal like that, I can't just move on. Can't be working in messes either. One of those guys who uses what tool he needs, and then once it's done with, puts it away until he needs it again. If I gotta recover first, I'll get my recovery gear. Then I'll get all my other stuff to do the refrigerant repair. Then I'll get my vacuum stuff. But I'll take all the other stuff back before I bring the other stuff up. Unless it's on a rooftop, but I don't do that too much, so I'm not really on rooftops. Either way, whatever you choose. Whatever you choose, Tony, whatever you choose. Don't really care. These are the ones. Or not. And, oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I think I see it. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. Actually, the little grooves that they get set into that are really tight. Funny, I leave my other Phillips head on the site. At this point, I'm pretty sure I did. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. Tisk. Away. Hate that meter. Let's go get some zippy ties real quick, fellers. Fuck you. Don't give me no more calls. I'm tired. It's Monday and I already got 17. It's Tuesday and I already got 17. I'm already working on 20 hours a week. Already at work 17 hours on Monday. I've been working since 6:54 this morning. I'm already at like 20-some hours. Leave me alone. Zippy ties. Zip the ties. Nah. Let's see. I have to see if it's another call or not. It's okay, I don't mind. I was just fucking around. Work. It's my week without my chitlins, so I'll work 24/7 around. I'll work around the clock, man. I ain't afraid. Let me see that. Let's see. One's there. The other one comes over to here. The fuck out of my way for now, please. Piss me off. You freaking jerk. Piss me off. You fucking jerk. I was gonna go to work. And here I am. Hey, hey. You know what it is. I feel like that's just extremely pointless. I'm not even gonna put a zip tie there. That doesn't get in the way of anything. Bop it, pull it, twist it, weave it, whichever direction you want to go, man. Tuck it behind something. These freaking wires again. And these blue ones. These blues can go right up behind you. Yeah, man. Wasn't even a zip tie there to begin with. I just made it look nicer. Take my positive, my negative, too. That's harder to get to. I don't like unnecessary zip ties. I don't care. Nothing's getting in the way of anything. My electrical panel. No close motors or wires, anything. Anything that's going to cause any damage to this thing. I don't need 55 zip ties. I like to be able to trace my wires pretty freely. Matter of fact, if you're lucky, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zip ties within 6-inch span. 7 zip ties. Why is that even zip tied? Why? I mean, I guess to keep it separate. Maybe it's the heater wires. That's cool. High voltage for that section, high voltage for this piece, high voltage for that piece. That's cool. When you smash them all together, you just screwed it all up. You just screwed it all up. Don't do it. Like they did it right here too. Like, just don't get it. It's too close. We know what these fucking wires are. Anyways, I digress. Let's go ahead and restore power. Actually, we're gonna shut everything down, make sure that controller resets and that lockout clears. So I'm gonna come into here, bam, bam, come into our power plant. Got our breakers down here. So, dink, dink, dink. For about 10 seconds. There's the antennas in here. Here's my controller. It's just blank. It's blank right now, obviously, because I just killed power. There's the temperature sensor for it. They're all right. Let's see, is it open up top? Can I get it? Yeah. Let's see. While it's down, open it up for you guys. Just an Ethernet block. That's the communication block. Bunch of interlocking relays, alarm relays. It's kind of dark in there right now. Power supply, right there. And obviously it just jumps down here to power this up and give you a display, but that's these controllers. Pretty easy to work on. easy to diagnose too. It's only anyways, go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just power number 1 up and the controller, and see if my alarm clears on that. We'll go out here and see if we got anything going. We shouldn't, because I have all my breakers off still. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and put AC on, and now our DC. As you can see, power. Now we're just gonna wait for it to cycle through. We're gonna go check the controller. Here comes my blower motor. So I would imagine my alarm cleared. We're gonna see alarms on the number 2 unit because I have the breakers off. Just don't mind it. They will clear almost immediately. As you can see, my number 1 is cleared now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of that. And we're gonna go to reset number 2. Put power back to it. Okay, now this one should come up and the alarm should clear here shortly. As you can see, it's gone. We're going to go ahead and put it in comfort mode, which will tell both systems to run, or it should at least, unless the controller's got some difficulties going on inside, which if it's not telling them both to turn on, there's nothing I can do about it. I can only tell it to try to tell it to turn on, or and if it does it, it does it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it should always swap them. I don't really care about that because the number 2 was the problem right now. I want to let that system operate. I also want to get it closed up because right now we're bypassing air. So. There's still no compressor call yet, so we're good. I know some of you probably just shit your pants right there. I don't mind. Should just be a delay. That's all. There it goes. Fired up. I gotta get a picture of that control board powered up. I know I can just rip it from the video, but whatever. Working properly, Mike. We also don't use heat in Florida, so I'm not going to turn that heat breaker back on. At least not in cell phone sites where you use heat, I'll tell you that much. I don't care if it's 50 degrees in Florida. Once you start working, you're not cold anymore. That's just how it goes. The humidity's too high. It doesn't ever get good enough to wear a jacket all the time. It's never cool enough. Listen, my preference. Also, sweltering heat is a bitch. It is what it is. Digress. But yeah, in South Florida, we don't use fancy switches and we don't use fucking heat. I say that, but I actually use the heat in my house because I don't like the cold. Like, I don't like it under like 72-ish degrees. I get cold, and I don't like it. So when the winter time comes around and it's nice enough out, I'll just shut my AC off. But if it gets colder than 72 in my house, I turn that shit. Yeah, about 70, I should say. 70, 72, I'll turn it off. But, all right. So that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see. Drop you guys down here. I was trying to show you guys the compressor and power most of the second on these units. It's behind the condenser. Should be a coastline in there, but it's pretty stupid. All the pressure switches and stuff are back there in the top left. Everything's pretty much right there in that section. You can't get to it because there's your coil on one side. Other half of the coil on this side. These are 4 tons. All right, we're gonna make sure everything's solid in here. See if this other unit started working. See if it made the call. No, because it's already reached temperature, damn near. That should cool the site to about 72 degrees. Not hit comfort. Okay. See, swapped it when I did it like that. This unit just fired up. You can hear the blower coming. We're gonna switch it back because I want this unit's been running for a long time, but for whatever reason, it's not calling. It might not be calling for it because the temperature is already down to 76. What do they have this? Something with the comfort mode's not working, but it'll switch each unit on and off, so that's all that matters. And it switches them every day, whatever time of day they were installed and initially finished set up. So say it was 3:30 p.m. on a Friday, 3:30 p.m. on Saturday, it'll switch to the next unit. 3:30 p.m. on Sunday, it'll go back to this one. 3:30 p.m. on Monday, it just keeps doing that year round. Just at different times, because it depends on when they were installed and when they finish. So, got my logbook here. I was here 10:12. Found number 1 with the communication alarm. PM both systems. We'll need to return to finish diagnosing number 1 due to an HVAC emergency. Oh, okay, I had an emergency come in while I was working here. Number 2 is operational maintaining sites. Okay, so yeah, everything's all good now. I'll have to fill this back out saying I completed my work, and that'll pretty much be it for this one. Another Marvair wall-mounted package unit. Show you guys down here. There's a bigger picture. All right, hope everybody's having a great day. Take it easy.